And we are live. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, ex-truck driver. As it says right here, sexy ass truck driver. It is my pleasure. It is my honor to host the show this morning, because this morning and for the next, I say 5 years, all right, from now until 5 years is going to be the most exciting years in American history. And I mean that literally. Here's an example. All right. And you can Google this. The prosecuting attorney in St. Louis. Her name is Gardner. Yes. The Attorney General of Missouri put out a tweet yesterday and notified her publicly that if she did not resign as prosecuting attorney, that they would be filing charges against her and have her removed. You have to understand how important and how rare this is. Prosecuting attorney in St. Louis is an elected position. You know how bad you have to be for the Attorney General to literally file documents with the courts to have you removed. You know that an Attorney General will not file removal documents of a prosecuting attorney to a judge without absolute evidence of incompetence and danger to the rule of law and danger to the community that they are meant to serve. My friends, this is the first of many to come. This is the removal of the progressives. This is the offensive of the Republic, not the Republicans, the Republic. This is the Republic fighting back. Now, I did a 3-hour video last night on Andrew Jackson and the similarities of Andrew Jackson and Trump's presidencies. And at the end of that video, for about the last hour, went into detail on how Trump is going to get rid of the Fed. The Fed will be absorbed into the Treasury. And then the Treasury will issue charters to state banks to handle Federal Reserve notes. Now, I'm going to have to get into the weeds on this. This is very important that you understand how this is going to go. After Andrew Jackson was elected for the third time, he went after the Bank of America, all right, the American Bank. The election was called the bank election. The period of time was actually called the bank wars. Now, the bank wars is where Andrew Jackson vetoed the charter for the Bank of America. Nobody really thought he would do it. All right. You have to understand what a big deal this was. Everyone, even the supporters of Trump and the House of Representatives, because he needed help from the House of Representatives to do all this, right? And as I explain this, I will also go back and explain why the Republicans are not going to raise the national debt limit. No matter what happens, they're not going to do it because it's actually the beginning of the reversal. See, in order for Trump to get rid of the Fed, you have to end the system that the Fed was running. So, the Republicans in the House are going to not raise the debt ceiling. What that means is that once the IRS runs out of money, they're done. All of these branches, I did a video on my Patreon a few weeks ago explaining how agencies like, let's say the DARPA agency, which is actually DARPA, DARPA, how they are doing outreach to corporations. And they are trying to offload and integrate corporations into DARPA. See, everyone in Washington knows what's happening, but they're trying to hide what's happening. They're trying to get you to look this way so you don't understand or you don't see the destruction of the government. The government's being brought down, but the progressives are moving out of the government and into the corporations. If you've ever read the Communist Manifesto, the last chapter of the Communist Manifesto explains how the government, at the end of the communist movement, the government will no longer be needed because the government will be the weakest chain of the progressive movement. See, the strongest, in reality, chain of the progressive movement right now is social media. That's why we're seeing, that's why the Twitter papers are so important, because it's showing you the transition. The government doesn't have the authority to shut the opposition down, but private corporations do. But during the transition, the government was telling Twitter who to silence and who not to silence. Well, now that it's officially time to shut the government down, you're going to see a lot of people resigning from the government and moving into the corporations. And most of the corporations, see, that's what FTX was, or FXT or FTX, whichever it was, right? FTX was meant to create the next financial system, led by corporations and what is called corporate money. Corporate money. All right. The Federal Reserve's going away. But the Federal Reserve, as we know, is a private entity ran by a group of banks. We know who the banks are. Those banks were going to create the stable coins and transition the monetary authority away from the Federal Reserve and into the corporate coins. See, this is what people have to understand. The government is being collapsed. Why do you think that Joe Biden puts as the head of a nuclear program a transgendered luggage thief? Do you think that's the most qualified person he could find? No. Why are most of the CEOs of the top 500 companies in America, why are most of them ex-FBI or CIA? Here's an example. Walt Disney. The CEO of Walt Disney was a CIA agent. Now, the corporate structure and the non-governmental organization structures, GMOs, right? Those are the new governing global entities. The corporations using what is called ESG, energy, is it ESG? Yeah, energy, social, and governance, right? ESG for corporations and non-governmental organizations. The non-governmental organizations are part of the transition entities, bringing the real world authority out of government and into the corporations. Now, the progressives know that the government is going to be shrink. Right? It's going to be, that's why they're moving into the corporations with the ESG bullshit. Because now we don't really have to worry about the governments more than we have to worry about the corporations like Twitter, Facebook, PayPal, all of the new corporate. See, the government was the gatekeeper. Now the gatekeepers are the corporations. And they were going to use FX or FTX as the entity to start creating this next financial global plumbing system. And they were going to use a group called Digital Currency Group. Digital Currency Group owns Coinbase. Digital Currency Group owns most of the cryptocurrency media. Digital Currency Group, right, owns a lot of stuff. That stuff partnered with the businesses under FTX. Remember I showed you a while back the huge corporate structure that was FTX. Right? Now, remember, when that corporate structure came out, remember what everyone was saying? Holy shit! This corporate structure is huge. How the hell did they do this in 2 years? Who did he give money to? Bingo. Now, who brought down FTX? Who really brought down FTX? It was CZ for Binance. Who is Binance? Where's CZ from? China. Who is CZ's dad? Do you know who CZ's dad is? Do you know who his family is? Do you know the difference between the Communist Party and the Chinese military? Do you know who runs what? All right. Now, this is where it gets fun. There's a reason Trump, we remember a while back when Trump said something big's coming tomorrow. Something's big's coming tomorrow. He put out a video. Something big's coming tomorrow. What was it? He launched some NFTs. That was the big thing. That was the big thing, that Trump launched some NFTs. You have to see the whole picture. See, Trump doesn't call China. China doesn't call Trump. Russia doesn't call China. China doesn't call Putin. Putin doesn't call Trump. And the other, let's say, the old president of Brazil, right, is now in Miami. In fact, he's hanging out around Mar-a-Lago. My friends, this is bigger than 3D chess. This is last month I did a video. This was a while ago. All right. I did a video explaining how Russia does military operations based on the time of year, right? Pretty soon, we're going to be moving into spring and summer. That's when this really kicks off. We are going to see for the rest of this year, y'all need to get your minds ready, because you're going to see things You're going to hear things. You're going to have politicians resign. You're going to have politicians, watch for this. You're going to have politicians claiming to have strokes. Watch for it. All right. You're gonna see bureaucracies crumble. You're gonna see agencies. Did you know the IRS is so short on people that they literally still aren't caught up from 2 years ago? The number booyah. All right. Glenn, yes. I had 3 people send me messages on my phone from this. Glenn Beck's first 30 minutes explains why we need Liberty laptops. My friend, you think people don't understand how much this here. I'm putting up a banner, all right? Call 702-845-8276 and ask about the Liberty laptop. Now, here's what's so special about this. If you buy a Liberty laptop, everyone who owns a crypto laptop and or a Liberty laptop, you're an affiliate of CALIX Solutions. So anyone who uses your affiliate link, you get $50. And like you said, people are going to start to Google, how do I get a non-matrix laptop? Oh. So just the only one that makes a non-matrix laptop is this little company called CALIX Solutions. See, we not only created, we train you on it. We have a portal on our website. Hang on one second. There we go. All right. Now, if you come to calixsolutions.io and you click right here, Liberty laptops, Apple and Windows available. After you purchase, you go right here to the portal login. All right. Now, This is where you log in. And on the other side of this is all of your training videos, all of your how-tos, all of how do I access the 93% of the internet that Google doesn't allow you to see. Like Glenn Beck was talking about this morning. All right? Now, I got to run because I got to go to the bank. So, let me go back. You think Glenn Beck is going to be the only person out there going, you know what? These laptops and these televisions are all part of the matrix. It's almost like we need laptops that are not created by the overlords. Huh. Call 702-845-8276. And when you buy a CALIX Solutions, either crypto laptop or Liberty laptop, you're entered to win a free laptop. View for details. Love you guys. I gotta roll. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And remember, tomorrow's Friday. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.